We have planned over 5,000 trips for our travelers around the world, and you know what? We keep seeing the same mistakes again and again. But here's the thing, this is not the generic pack light or book early kind of tips that you will find everywhere else. These are the hidden planning mistakes that cost people hundreds of dollars and waste precious vacation time. Mistakes that only come to light from real experience when you have booked thousands of real trips for real families. I'm about to share 7 of these planning errors that almost nobody talks about, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1. Not syncing your hotel check-in time with your flight arrival time. Here's what happens all the time. You're hunting for the cheapest flight and you find an amazing deal. You book it immediately feeling like you have won, but then reality hits. Your flight lands at 6 a.m. and your hotel checks in isn't until 2 or 3 p.m. Now you have got 8 hours to kill. You're exhausted from the flight, dragging luggage around, and you can't even freshen up. Some hotels might let you store your bags, but you are still wandering around zombie mode when you should be enjoying your vacation. The fix? When comparing flights, factor in the arriving time. Sometimes paying rupees 2,000 to 5,000 more for a mid-morning or afternoon arrival is worth every penny. You land, you check in, you start your vacation. No dead time, no exhaustion. The same goes for departure. Those 6 a.m. flights might be cheap, but if you have to check out at 11 p.m. the night before and sleep in the airport, is it really worth the savings? Mistake number 2. Not checking actual hotel images from trusting review sites. Listen, hotel websites and online travel agencies show you the best possible version of that property. Professional photographers, perfect lighting, wide-angle lenses that make a shoebox look like a suite. You have seen it 1,000 times. Clients arrive expecting what they saw online and get something completely different. Here's what you need to do. After you shortlist a hotel, go straight to TripAdvisor or Google reviews. Look at the photos uploaded by actual guests. These are the unfiltered real images of what you're actually paying for. That ocean view might actually be a sliver of blue water between 2 buildings. That spacious room might barely fit your suitcase. Spend 10 extra minutes looking at real guest photos. It could be the difference between a great stay and a vacation you spent complaining about your room. Mistake number 3. Not verifying room size and extra bed option while traveling with 3 or more people. This is huge, especially for families. You book a room thinking, oh, 3 of us will just fit fine, or they'll definitely have space for an extra bed. But here's the reality. Many hotel rooms, especially in Europe and Asia, are much smaller than you'd expect. And that extra bed, it might be a rickety rollaway that takes up half the floor space, or worse, they might not have one available at all. Before you book, check the actual room dimensions. Look for square footage or square meters. Read reviews specifically mentioning room size. And if you need an extra bed, don't just assume. Contact the hotel directly and confirm they can provide it and what type it is. Some extra beds are basically cot suitable only for small children, and they can have high charges as well. Same goes if you want to add a room heater. The last thing you want is everyone cramped and uncomfortable for your entire trip because you didn't spend 5 minutes confirming the basics, and you don't get any refund for this. Mistake number 4. Not exchanging the currency or buying local SIM cards before you arrive. Airport currency exchanges and SIM card vendors know they have got you trapped. You just landed, you need cash, you need to call someone, and they charge a premium for that desperation. We are talking exchange rates that are 10 to 15% worse than what you could get elsewhere, and SIM cards that cost double or triple the normal price. Here's the smart move. Exchange at least some currency before you leave home, or use your bank's ATM network to withdraw cash at your destination, just not at the airport. For SIM cards, many countries now offer eSIMs that you can purchase and activate before you even board your plane. You land, your phone works, no airport makeup. Even if you just do a little planning here, you'll save rupees 1,000 to 3,000 easily, and more importantly, you'll have one less thing to stress about when you arrive. Mistake number 5. Not checking schedule, dates and hours for attraction and activities. You'd be shocked how often this happens. Someone plans their entire itinerary around visiting a specific theme park or museum only to discover it's closed on Mondays or closed for renovation that entire month or only open for 4 hours on the day they are visiting. Don't just check if a place is open, check the opening and closing hours and get realistic about how much time you'll need. That museum might close at 5 pm, but if you arrive at 3 pm, you are not seeing everything. Some attractions have last entry times an hour or two before closing. Also, look at seasonal schedules. Many tourist spots have reduced hours in the off-season. Some activities only run on specific days. And if there's a public holiday during your trip, normal schedules might not apply. Spend 15 minutes per major activity just confirming the logistics. Write down the hours, the last entry time, how long you'll need, and any close dates. These simple steps prevent so much disappointment. Mistake number 6. Cramming too many activities into each day. This is probably the most common mistake we see, and it absolutely kills vacations. People get so excited about everything they want to see and do that they pack their itinerary like they're trying to set a world record. Museum at 9 am, landmark at 11, lunch at a famous restaurant at 1, another attraction at 3, sunset view at 6, dinner reservation at 8. Here's what actually happens. You are constantly rushing. You barely get time to actually enjoy any place because you're always worried about being late for the next thing. You are speed walking past things that deserve to be savored. You wake up at 6 am every single day and you don't get back to your hotel until 11 pm every night. And then by day 3, you're exhausted, you are irritable, you need a vacation from your vacation. Suddenly, waking up feels like Monday morning at the office. That excitement you had on day 1, gone. Now you are just going through the emotions, checking boxes, surviving until you can finally go home and rest. The fix? Build in downtime. Plan for flexibility. If you are scheduling activities, leave gaps between them. Travel time, rest time, spontaneous exploration time. Don't book things for every single day. Have at least 1 or 2 days that are completely unplanned where you can sleep in, wander aimlessly, or just relax by the pool. Remember, you're on a vacation. The goal isn't to see everything. It's to enjoy what you do see. Trust me, you will come back feeling refreshed instead of needing another week off just to recover. Mistake number 7. Not understanding and planning for risk. Flight delays happen, weather turns bad. Attractions close unexpectedly for maintenance. Someone gets sick. These aren't worst case scenarios. They are common realities of travel. The mistake people make is building an itinerary with zero buffer. They schedule that bucket list activity for their last day with no backup plan. Then their flight is delayed, or it rains, or the tour is cancelled, and the one thing they wanted most doesn't happen. Here's the solution. For anything you absolutely cannot miss, build in backup days. If there's a specific experience that's the whole reason for your trip, try to schedule it mid-trip, not at the beginning or end. That way, if something goes wrong, you have time to reschedule. Also, consider travel insurance. A small amount could protect you from losing thousands or lakhs if you need to cancel or cut your trip short. Accept that some things will go wrong. That's travel. But smart planning means those hiccups become minor inconveniences instead of vacation ruining disasters. So there you have it. 7 mistakes that we constantly see after planning 5,000 trips that cost people money, time, and peace of mind. The good news, now you know exactly what to avoid. But here's the thing. Planning a vacation that accounts for all these activities can be overwhelming, especially if you're doing it for the first time or visiting somewhere completely new. That's literally what we do every single day. So here's my offer. If you're planning a vacation and want to make sure you are not missing anything, contact us for a free consultation. We'll talk about your trip, identify potential pitfalls specific to your destination, and give you personalized advice, no strings attached, completely free. The link is in the description below, or you can drop a comment and we'll reach out to you directly. Let us use our experience from thousands of trips to make sure your vacation is everything you are dreaming of. If this video helped you, smash the like button and subscribe for more insider travel tips. And let me know in the comment section which mistakes have you made and which surprised you the most. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.